She never spoke, but every item she sold came with a curse or a blessing. I remember the first time I saw her. It was a Thursday, market day in Nima. The kind of morning where the sun rises slow, like it's unsure whether to show its face. I was helping my mother sell tomatoes under our faded green umbrella when the crowd around us suddenly quieted, like someone had pressed pause. That's when she walked in. No one knew her name. No one ever heard her voice. But everyone called her the market woman. She wore the same dull brown cloth every week. No earrings, no sandals, just a rusty metal tray on her head, filled with the strangest things, a cracked mirror, an old spoon with one hole, beads too dull to shine, even a chicken feather wrapped in red thread. She never called out for customers. She never bargained. She just stared. And somehow, her eyes asked questions your mouth couldn't answer. The rule was simple: she chose you. If she offered you an item, you could take it. But once it was in your hands, it was yours. For better or worse. Some said her spoon brought a woman endless food. Others claimed the feather healed a boy's limb. But Kofi the mechanic, he bought a broken wristwatch and crashed his taxi the next day. No one ever proved anything. But I've seen enough to know, it wasn't luck. It was something else. That day, a black Toyota Land Cruiser pulled up to the market gate, dust puffing in the air. A young man stepped out, swagger in every move. Gold watch. Fresh haircut. iPhone glued to his palm. Kwabena, the chief's only son. He never bought anything himself. Always sent his boys. But that day, he walked straight to her, like he owned the path under his feet. "I hear you sell things that change lives," he said, grinning. "Sell me your best." She didn't blink. Didn't nod. Didn't move. Then slowly, she took out a small, black pouch from her tray. It looked worthless. Frayed edges. Tied with a single strand of thread. Kwabena laughed. "This? What is it?" "Charcoal. Ash." She placed it in his hand. No words. Just the weight of silence. He shrugged and dropped a thick wad of cash on her tray. "If it makes me richer, I'll come back for the rest." And then he left. 2 weeks later, our market was buzzing again, but not from customers. From gossip. Kwabena had collapsed at his father's birthday party. Doctors said his heart was fine. His body was fine. But his mind. They found him clutching that same black pouch, eyes wide, muttering one word. "Mine, mine, mine." He hadn't spoken since. Not to his father. Not to his friends. He just sat in his room all day, guarding that pouch, screaming if anyone got too close. The elders tried everything. Prayer camps. Herbalist. Even a trip to Accra psychiatric. Nothing worked. So, they came back to the market. Back to her. The chief himself, in full Kent, walked through the crowd like a broken man. He knelt beside her, voice trembling. "Please, my son. Whatever you gave him, take it back." She stared at him. Then, for the first time, she moved. She reached into her tray and pulled out a small, rusted key. She dropped it into his hand, and pointed. To the market gutter. We all rushed there. Buried under wrappers and mud, they found it, an old wooden box, no bigger than a shoebox. Locked. Covered in dust. The chief used the key. Inside were photos. Dozens of them. Each one showing Kwabena, not how he looked, but what he did when no one was watching. Bribes. Threats. Cheating the poor. Laughing as he evicted widows. turns out, the pouch didn't bring riches. It showed him the true cost of the wealth he already had. It forced him to face every soul he stepped on to climb. And it broke him. Since then, she still comes. Still silent. Still watching. People say her eyes can see the weight you carry. Your motives. Your greed. Your guilt. Me. I just keep selling tomatoes. But when she looks at me, I look away. Because I know now. Every gift comes with responsibility. And sometimes, the worst curse is getting exactly what you asked for.